Hello everyone, it's Legacy Alloy 227 here, and today I've got for you my first video, which is about my first day at my first con, Anime Milwaukee 2020. It was a great time, and I'm going to tell you about it. I got everything I need for starting up a YouTube channel. I have a computer with the camera, I have a microphone that doesn't sound like a horror game. Okay, so hopefully I have a unique background. I have depression, and we have everything we need, so we're gonna jump right in. So my first day started with me going to my dad's work, where I was going to help my costumer get my outfit ready for the convention. It was a Rebel Hoth Trooper from Star Wars, but we couldn't quite get it ready in time, so I just had to go to the convention center without my costume, which wasn't a big deal. We had it ready by Saturday, which was good. So after getting to the convention center, I went up, I got my badge, and as I came out, I saw a friend that I met at MATC. I meet up with her, I get adopted into her friend group, and I wasn't alone, and I really wasn't that worried anymore. So we were taking a lot of pictures with a lot of people. I didn't really know what or who everyone was, because I didn't really watch anime at the time. But the whole point of me being there was so that I could get into it and be a part of it. But I didn't really know what everybody was, but we took a lot of really good pictures, and there was a lot of really good cosplay. You could see a lot of hard work and a lot of effort was put into these costumes, and it was some of the coolest stuff I've ever seen in my entire life. You know, when we got finished up taking pictures, we made our way to the vendor hall, and on our way there, I met up with a very active Halo 405th cosplayer, Random Ranger. He was the Red Spartan at AMKE 2020. He and I talked for a little bit about what goes into cosplay, how to use flex spray properly, EVA foam, and how to make that look good. I learned a lot of things from talking to him about his Spartan armor, and he's just a really cool dude. So after talking to Random Ranger a little bit, I met up with my friends in the vendor hall, and there was a lot of stuff going on. There were plushies, shirts, posters, flags. There was food, weapons. I ended up buying a few at the end of the convention. There was just a whole lot of stuff going on. There was hentai too. Not much, but it was there. I ended up buying 6 bottles of this Japanese soda, thinking I would ration it during the 3 days that I was there. But I got tired of carrying them, so I just drank 4 and gave 2 to my friends, because I just got sick of carrying them. I didn't have a backpack with me. Always bring a backpack to the conventions. So after spending a while in the vendor hall, we meet up with a group of high schoolers who are at the convention for a field trip. We hang out with them for a little bit, they have some stories of their own. I'll post their YouTube channel in the description below. So after a while of walking around and meeting people, we decided to go to the gaming hall. For the first time, I play Call of Duty Ghosts, and although it was kind of fun, it still wasn't really my thing. I never really played Call of Duty. I never played a lot of shooter games when I was younger in general, because we just didn't have the money, and also my parents didn't want me playing those kinds of games. So, certainly wasn't a nostalgic experience for me by any means, but it was still pretty fun. So, after playing Call of Duty Zombies for a little bit, I decided, to head down to the first floor and get some food. I'm in the line for ramen, and that's when I realized I forgot my badge upstairs. So I head back, I find my friends, I get my badge, I get back at the end of the line. It was annoying, but whatever. So I'm waiting, I finally order my ramen, I pay for it, all the utensils are in there, and the cashiers say, "Thanks, enjoy your food." And I utter the words that should never have left my mouth. Thanks. You too. I wanted to die right then and there. When I realized what had happened, I completely seized up. The cashiers were giving me an awkward look, and the people who were behind me, who turned out to be a part of my friend group later, they just saw the whole thing go down. It was horrible. But then I took a nice a taste. I took a nice slurp of that soup, and what I previously felt just left. It was bliss, absolute bliss. I had some of that spicy sauce in there too. Oh, it was the best ramen in my life. I loved it. So we're hanging out, we're eating ramen, and a guy comes by with a sign, and it says, "Too awkward to get with a hot girl, change my mind." He's playing some music on a Bluetooth speaker, and we all sort of start to vibe with him. I definitely vibe with him. I relate to him because I'm too awkward for a hot girl too. Only difference between me and him is that he's actually clever and creative about it. But, you know, it's like whatever. So we're all dancing. I'm doing the Russian kick. That was pretty cool. I get back to eating, and I learn that I've been using chopsticks wrong my entire life, and I start to have an existential crisis because I've been disrespectful with my entire life. I felt so bad about it. Like, you know how you realize you've been doing something rude your whole life, and it's like, I must have pissed so many people off. It was horrible. So I'm having an existential crisis while I'm trying to finish my ramen while using chopsticks properly, or trying to anyways. Then we make TikToks. I record TikToks for my friends while having an existential crisis because I used chopsticks wrong. So while we're making TikToks, this guy comes down an escalator with a mask that says free hugs, and he gives me a free hug, and he's like, "Bro, what's wrong?" And I say, "I've been using chopsticks wrong my entire life." And he's like, "Show me." And I show him this nonsense, and he's like, "Nah, man, that's not how you use them." So he teaches me how to use them properly. It's like this. They don't cross or intersect. And I feel forgiven. I feel like a new person. And we exchange hugs one more time, and I start eating food with chopsticks properly, and my spirit is lifted. So near the end of the convention, me and my friend group, we went and saw a Japanese rock star, Aimi, perform live, and her music was really good. I only wish I got in there earlier so that I could hear more of it. I'll put her website in the link in the description below. A particularly special moment I remember from the convention was we were able to get an anorexic kid in our group to eat some food. He was going through some trouble at home. He was been starving himself for the past 2 days at that point. And I wasn't there when it first happened, but one of us was able to give him some food, and he ate it. And later, when I found that out, we were out buying some snacks. I got him some pistachios, and he enjoyed those, while I had some Pop-Tarts. It was a very wholesome and special moment. When you're able to help someone out like that and be an ally in a time of need when they're facing a personal crisis, those moments, they never leave you, and it's going to be in a special place in my heart for the rest of my life, knowing that I was there for someone when they needed help the most. Well, that took longer than I thought it would. It's a good 4 hours of shooting the actual videos and editing in between them. I thought it would go quicker, but, I couldn't do it in one take, so I just had to make a bunch of videos and put them together so I could, tell the most accurate story. I just hope it gets easier from this point. For my first YouTube video, I think it went pretty mediocre. What do you think?